Red light cams are suddenly ubiquitous in many cities in America. Hundreds of places have installed cameras, racking up millions in fines that sustain city budgets. Are the cameras a wise idea? Are they even constitutional? Is it a moment when government goes from being people who are sworn to protect you to people who are trying to exploit you? Travis Grantham is an Arizona state representative. He's trying to ban red light cameras in his state, and he joins us tonight. Mr. Grantham, thanks for coming on.
Thank you, Tucker. It's good to be with you.
So is there any pretense, are we pretending that red light cameras are here to help us, or are we just admitting they're here to fleece us, treating us as marks for politicians?
It's pretty obvious what they're here for, and I was taught early on in my political career, which has only been a couple years so far, that if you ever want the answer to something, just follow the money.
Yeah.
Ironically, we've had this bill in front of committee. This is the second year in a row. Passed it out of the House last year, and the cities and towns that come in and argue for this type of mechanism and this type of device, it always comes down to revenue, revenue, revenue. I said, well, open up some toll roads in your towns and cities then, and let's just throw these cameras in the garbage.
But I thought government was there to protect you, not exploit you, take your money.
It's a nice thought. The unfortunate reality is that it's an industry that's not only unconstitutional, it's caused a lot of unsafe conditions, but it's also rife with fraud. And you get to this money aspect of it, and one of the biggest problems I have is this privatization of law enforcement, where you're incentivizing a for-profit company to issue more and more tickets to people. And by the way, your Google segment was interesting to me, because there they are harvesting all this data. Redflex, which is one of the big companies here in Arizona that does this, is an Australian-based company, and they end up with all this data that belongs to drivers in their personal lives. It's quite troubling.
So let me just ask you a quick question. If you sneak into this country and use our services and our infrastructure, we protect you and keep you from being deported. But if you were to spray paint the front of a red light camera, thereby, saving your fellow citizens, you'd probably be arrested, right?
You would. It's happened here, and you would. You'll be arrested, and you'll probably do some time. And
that tells you everything, doesn't it?